Welcome back to Chicky Brew. It's brew day again, and we're going to talk about milling your grain today. Making a batch of porter, 10 gallons. The base malt is RAR 2-row. I'll tell you, I've tried a lot of different bases for this, including Brees 2-row. RAR is definitely my favorite. So consistent. Cara amber, and also some carafa go into this. You can see about 1.5 pounds of carafa, about a half a pound of Cara amber. We'll measure those into the bucket where all the grain's going to go before we mill it. Back to the RAR. You may have noticed RAR used to give you the elementals on the outside. It had a nice little tag with all of the different specs for that batch of grain. They've stopped doing that, but they do have a barcode and a QR code on the sack that you can use to go to their website and get all the batch information there. So the information is still there. They just cut out the piece of paper. Probably save a little money. I calibrate with the scale a couple of times while scooping to make sure I'm getting 2 pounds per scoop. Makes it easy to fill the bucket up quickly, get onto the mill. Got to have your chocolate if you're making porter, of course, and so we're going to do 2 pounds of that. Notice how I zero the scale after putting the pitcher on it so that the weight of the pitcher is not included in the measurement. Then we'll pour in there and get 2 pounds of the chocolate and be ready for the mill. Mill's made out of a repurposed motor from a drill press. Works perfectly. Had to rebuild it. The capacitor was bad in it, but not a problem to fix that. Went online to McMaster Car, got the pulleys so that the 1250 RPM of the motor is geared down to about 600 RPM. Works perfectly for the mill. We have a 2-roller malt mill with stainless steel rollers, gapped to 039, which is pretty much what everybody's using on mills these days. Good for mills, good for spark plugs. Good number all around. 15-pound hopper on top of the mill makes it easy to load this stuff in. Actually, I wish I had a bigger hopper because most of my 10-gallon batches are 20 and maybe a little bit more than 20 pounds of grain. So you got to make 2 trips up there with this, but still not too bad. Try to stay away from it when I'm pouring the grain in there. That dust can get pretty irritating if you breathe it in. So some guys wear masks and things. Probably not a bad idea. There's the setup all together. You can see the motor and the pulley. Level drops pretty quick while it's running. That motor and the setup makes quick work of a batch of grain like this, so nice to be able to get it done quickly. Saves time and a lot of work. I remember when I first got this mill, I was hand cranking it, then using the drill. This setup's much better, and I'm really glad that I spent the time and money to do this setup with the grain mill. Here's what you end up with at the end. Really nicely milled, just like it. If you go to the store and buy your grain and have it milled by them, this is exactly what you're going to get there too. Perfect for mashing, and I'll tell you now, a month later, that batch of porter came out great. We are really enjoying it.